What if happiness isn't something you achieve, but something you remember? We've been told that we have to earn joy, build better habits, optimize our mornings, drink the right green juice, and biohack our way into a better state of mind. But have you noticed the more we chase happiness, the further away it seems to drift? Maybe it's not about upgrading your life. Maybe it's about upgrading your attention. Because happiness isn't a reward for fixing everything. It's what comes alive when you slow down enough to notice what already is. I remember once standing at the edge of a lake in the woodlands before sunrise. Nothing dramatic was happening. No music, no applause, no achievement, just the still water, the sky changing its colors, and my own quiet breath. And in that moment, it felt like everything was exactly as it should be. That wasn't something I achieved that I worked hard for. It was something I noticed and I remembered. A memory of the happiness that already lived inside me. Most of us are trying to hack our way to happiness. But hacking implies that there's got to be some kind of speed, control, a shortcut. And joy, my friends, I promise you, does not live in shortcuts. It lives in stillness. It lives in the breath you didn't rush, in the silence that you didn't fill, in the simple smile that you didn't analyze, by the way. And even science shows us, when we pause, when we allow ourselves to experience all, the brain itself shifts. The default mode network and the path that loops on stories and comparisons and what next quiets down. Our sense of self softens. Time slows, life expands, and in those moments, we are not chasing happiness, we are dwelling in it. In fact, I recently read that there's even research from Berkeley showing that people who simply wrote down three things each week that were good in their life reported higher well being, lower inflammation in their bodies. Not because their life suddenly transformed, it's because their attention did. And that's the shift. Happiness isn't a peak state, it is a present state. The yogis already understood this. In the Vedic wisdom, happiness isn't something to strive to gain, but it is something that we return to within ourselves. The ancient sages spoke of it as Ananda, the absolute bliss, not as a fleeting emotion that comes and goes, but as our essence. Not the sugar high of getting what we want, but the deep, open stillness of remembering who we are. There's a beautiful phrase from the Taittiriya Upanishad, Anando Brahmati Vijayanate. From bliss, all beings are born. By bliss, they are sustained. Into bliss, they return. You don't need to force joy into your life, drag joy into your life. You just need to make space for it to arise. Joy rushes in when there is curiosity, where there is wonder, where there is simplicity, where there is you just being yourself. So let me ask you something simple but profound. When was the last time you truly noticed your life? Not your goals, not your milestones, not your desires, but the quiet miracle of the now. Happiness is not the prize at the end of some sort of a productive week. It is the song you did not tune out from life. It's the stillness between your breaths. It's the awe that arrives when you stop trying to be impressive and simply remember to be present moment by moment. So, right now, I invite you to pause, close your eyes, and take a slow breath. And remember something, anything that made you feel whole, even for a moment. Bring it back alive in your mind's eye. Hold that memory like a flame. Let it warm you from within. Now, the warmth you feel, that is happiness. It was never gone. It was just waiting for you to return back to it, return to come home. So I invite you to experience the here and now and the wholesomeness in the wonder of this life, moment by moment. And every pause, every breath, you will experience true happiness that lies within inside you.